I'm live! Hey everybody. I see a few of you there. It's nice to see you. As you can see, I've got the perspective shifted a little bit today. We are going to have kind of a different class today. Hope everybody's enjoying their Wednesday so far. The weather is beautiful. Maggie and I have been outside a lot today because we have just been soaking up all this weather, eating popsicles and hanging out on the hammock. But I've been excited to start this. Mr. Felt and I just played this a little while ago, and it was kind of hilarious. And I'll show you in a second what our drawing looks like. All right. Sweet. Okay, so for those of you who are here, because I see that some of you are, we are going to get ourselves set up for today. So, are you ready? This is what you need. You need a piece of paper, and you need a pencil. I know this is a color pencil, but regular pencil will work fine. That's it. And guess what? You just need one per household. So if you're sitting there with your brother right now, you're sitting there with your mom, you're sitting there with, I don't know, like your cousins or something. If you guys are all sitting at a table together, then you're one team, okay? Everybody working today, you are going to be teammates with whoever else is doing the art in your house today. So every household is one team. That means that there's 2 of you, great. If that means that there's 5 of you, great. If there's only 1 of you, guess what? You get to be your own team. I'm going to be my own team today, and I'm going to show you how to be your own teammate and still make it pretty fun while you're drawing. And still make it challenging, because part of this game, part of the fun thing about this game is that you're trying to be creative while also trying to race the clock and trying to think on the spot, and you're trying to finish drawings that you started with your opposite hand if you're by yourself. So, this game is called Pass the Monster. I have played this game with just about every class in school for the last few years. I love it because it can be as long or as short as you want it to be. Basically, it's a team game, and each teammate is going to get a couple of seconds with the piece of paper and the pencil. When I set a timer for a certain amount of time, you draw a part of a monster. When the timer goes off, I yell, "Pass the monster!" And you hand the paper and the pencil over to the person next to you on your team. At the end of the game, usually in class, we will take a lap around the classroom and we will look at everybody's crazy monsters that they've made. And usually we'll kind of like vote on one and be like, which one do we think is the funniest? Which one do we think should be turned into like a real monster, like a book or something? So earlier, Mr. Felt and I played this just to show you how challenging this game is. I've been making art for many, many years, and this is the crazy, weird thing that he and I did together, which was super funny. It was a lot of fun. It's hard to think and move this fast, but you're going to see that, okay? So, the way that we're going to play today, first of all, I want you guys to get your pencil and your paper. I want you to decide on who is going to go first, okay? So, pick whoever at your table is going to be the first person to go. Pick whoever's going to go second, whether you're going to rotate counterclockwise or clockwise, okay? Second thing, after you've decided what order everybody's going to go in, I want you to, let's see, do I need names? If you're going to submit this, this is actually also a contest. There's so many things I need to tell you before we play today. So this game today, it's special because I kind of turned it into like a little fun drawing contest, all right? Anybody who is participating today can compete in this contest. And yes, there are prizes for this contest. So, one winner will be chosen, not by me. After we do our game today and you finished your stuff, you are going to take a picture. You're going to send the picture to me, either email, through Facebook. I think there's a way for you to upload it to Clever and for me to see it, but I'm not positive how. I'll check into that. You have until 5 p.m. tomorrow to send me your drawing if you're coming into this video late, if you didn't do it with me right now at 4 p.m. When you send me your drawing, 1 drawing per household, please don't doctor it up and try and make it like look better after the game is over, because that's not the point of the game. But you're going to send it to me. If there's names on it, I'm going to scratch those names out or black them out. I'm going to send the pictures to some anonymous judges, and they are going to vote on which monster they would pick if they had to pick one. Okay? I'm not going to give them any guidelines or tell them like, oh, I pick the one that I think is the cleanest looking or pick the one that you think is the scariest. They're just going to give me a number of what monster they like the most. That winning monster, that one winning monster, I am going to draw, and I'm going to color, and I'm going to kind of flesh it out and turn it into more of like a storybook character based off of your drawing, okay? And then you'll get to keep the drawing either digitally, maybe I can mail it to you, I don't know. Also, when I announced that I was going to be doing this game, Mr. Barry Lemoyne, who lives here in St. Bernard Parish and also works for St. Bernard Parish Schools, he is the founder of the Voices and Shine Foundations partnerships, and they both are all about the arts. They support the arts. It's here in the parish. Shine and Voices Foundation have decided to donate a $50 gift card to Cafe Aquarius, the restaurant on St. Bernard Parish, Paris Road. It's a very, very good little eatery down here in the parish. So the winner, I'm saying this very badly, the winner of this drawing contest is going to get a custom drawing by me and also a $50 gift card to Cafe Aquarius that was donated by the Voices and Shine Foundation partnership. So that's pretty exciting. I thought that was really, really cool. And also it makes it a little bit more like intense, like you're sweating when you're trying to draw because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to be submitting this to get judged, which I think is really silly, but fun. All right, so let me explain the rules while I'm rambling a lot. I made this board, but you don't have to try and memorize the board. I'm going to explain what happens in between each round, okay? So we have numbers 1 through 20. I skipped 12 because I didn't notice that till I painted it. And then I added 12 right here. You don't need to worry about that. I need to worry about that. So I have numbers 1 through 20. Some of the numbers, like numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, some of the numbers have like a feature that you would maybe find on a monster. Like a monster might have wings, number 13. A monster might have jewelry on, number 10, okay? You'll notice that some of the numbers, though, about half of them, only have a question mark. Those numbers right there, I have this big old dice right here. It's a 20-sided dice because Mr. Felt plays a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. If I roll a number right here, if I roll, let's see, I rolled a 2. A 2 is a question mark. That means if I roll a 2 and I tell you to start drawing, you get to pick something or invent something of your own to draw on your monster on the paper. So you don't have to draw eyes. If I roll a 1, I say, hey, I'm going to set the timer, you have this much time to draw eyes. If I roll a 2, I'm going to say, you have the 15 seconds is the timer. You have 15 seconds to draw anything you want. But there's something else that I have added on since we've decided to make this kind of like an online game. This is a whole different level that I've just started. Down here, you'll see all these little colorful things. All of these colorful things are a legend to match these dots here. Only question marks have colored dots. If I roll a 2 and it lands on a question mark, there's a yellow dot next to that question mark. What does that yellow dot mean? Go down here. The yellow dot means that you have 15 seconds to draw whatever you want, but you have to do it with your eyes closed. If you roll a 7, if I roll a 7, we get to draw whatever we want, but you have to use your toes or your mouth to draw the picture. To draw the picture. Okay? If I roll a 6 or a 12, I added another one for this one because it was hilarious. You can draw whatever you want, but guess what? Everybody at your table gets to tickle you while you draw. This is so funny. Parents, please take videos and pictures of this because I would love to see it. If I roll a 15, you get to draw whatever you want, but this is an arm because I didn't feel like writing off long words. If we roll a 15, you can draw whatever you want, but you can't draw it with your own hand. You have to take somebody else's hand at your table. They're going to hold the pencil, and you're going to make their arm move. So you have to draw using someone else's hand. If I roll a 14, and we get green, before you can start drawing, you have to run one lap around the table that you're sitting at. I don't have a table that I'm sitting at. I'm standing here. So I'm going to go run back there really, really slowly and sadly and touch my back door before I can come back and draw. I will be out of breath. It'll be embarrassing. If I roll an 8 or a 19, you can draw whatever you want, but before you start drawing, you have to spin 5 times. So you'll be all dizzy before you start drawing. And please, no running with like the pencil in your hand. Don't spin with the pencil in your hand. Be safe. Last but not least, if I roll a 16, then you get to draw whatever you want. But while you're drawing, you and everyone at your table has to sing their favorite song as loud as they possibly can. I'm talking screaming singing. Me and Mr. Felt were singing so loud that I didn't even hear the buzzer go off. I'm going to set the 15-second timer just so you can hear what it sounds like when it goes off. You'll see this little yellow circle getting smaller and smaller. And when it goes off, it goes bah, 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 pretty loudly. But if you're screaming singing, you might not hear it. So you're only going to have 15 seconds to draw per round. And I'll say pencils down past the monster. But the next person doesn't start till after I roll the dice. So I would say any questions, but I can't hear or see if any of you have questions. I'm going to walk you through and I'll explain this while we're working, okay? So hopefully the first person who's going to go has got the pencil in their hand and their paper in front of them. And their teammates, which is everybody else who's doing it in your house, y'all are all one team, they're sitting at the table ready to go. I am going to be drawing by myself. So my teammates are going to be my right hand and my left hand. I'm going to switch arms every time I draw from round to round. But I am going to draw a monster today. That's why this little paper is here. I'm going to draw a monster right here where you guys can actually see it, okay? So just for the first couple rounds, maybe the first 2 rounds, I'm going to just set the timer and not roll the dice. I'm going to give you a chance to maybe like draw a head, draw arms or something. When you're drawing, I want you to try and keep in mind that you might have 15 seconds to start drawing a tail, but you don't have to draw so fast that you're scribbling and you don't finish the tail. You can talk with your teammates and say, hey, I'm going to start this tail, but can you finish it? I think that a lot of times when we're playing this game in school, what I see happen is that kids start to freak out and they start panicking. And they think that since they rolled slime, they're the only person who can draw the slime. So they're drawing so fast and they end up scribbling and panicking. Don't scribble and panic, because all that does is make your picture just look like a giant mess, which is also kind of the point. These are supposed to look almost like Frankenstein's. But you don't want it to be so scribbly that people can't even tell it's a monster, okay? So you can talk with your teammates while you're playing this game. So I want everybody to get ready. Shoulders back. Do a little bit of warm-up. Neck's ready. It's going to be kind of fast, okay? First couple of rounds are just going to be us drawing a head, drawing feet, whatever. All right? So I'm going to set the timer. First person is ready. And we have 15 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Right. And you don't need to draw what I'm drawing, by the way. I'm gonna draw like a kind of caveman looking monster. Ah! All right, pencils down. Slide the monster over to the next person. We're passing the monster. And we're not rolling the dice, so we're getting started now. Go ahead, keep drawing. Next person is drawing. I'm trying to draw knuckles. Oh, I'm supposed to be switching hands. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I can't draw with my left hand. Oh gosh, this is so hard. Oh no. All right, pencils down and pass the monster to the next person. If there's only 2 of you, you pass it back to the first person. Go! All right. Just want that really big toe. Ah! All right, and we're going to put the pencils down past the monster, and the next person is going to go. Finish up whatever you're drawing. This is the last round before we start all of that up there. Oh, I can't draw with my left hand. Oh my gosh, I really can't draw with my left hand. All right, pencils down. Now, let's pass the monster over to the next person, but do not start yet. because now we are going to start our dice game. Like I said before, this dice has 20 sides. So we're going to hit probably most of these numbers. If I roll eyes, I'm crossing it out. So these numbers right here, if we roll these, if I roll feathers, if I roll spikes, the numbers up there that have like descriptions on them or parts of a monster, I'm only gonna roll those one time. The ones with question marks, where you guys have to tickle each other and scream and run laps, we're gonna roll those lots of times, I hope. Okay, so that person is ready, right? I'm gonna tell you what we're about to do. First roll, here we go. I think I was on right hand. My first number is 12. Oh, that's the best one. All right, 12. You can draw anything you want on this like I am. I'm not going to tickle myself, so I'm just going to draw. All right, get ready to tickle, people. Person drawing. Start now. Ooh, I feel like I can hear some of you laughing right now. It's so hard to draw while you're being tickled. I'm not kidding. Mr. Felt was tickling me, and so was Maggie, and it was pretty hard to focus. I'm not going to lie. Oh, goodness. Stop, put the pencils down. Stop the tickling. I know you want to keep going. I know it's so tempting. But give them a break because being tickled that much, it starts to hurt after a minute, doesn't it? Okay, so we just rolled a 12. Let's see what we get next. Pass that monster paper over, but do not start yet. Here we go. What do we have? We have 14. What's 14? 14 is another question mark. You get to draw whatever you want, but guess what? The person who's about to draw has to take a lap around the table before they start. Don't start yet, not until I put the timer on, okay? So I am going to very slowly and embarrassingly run to that back door and back. Please don't listen to me breathing heavily while I do this, okay? So think about what you want to draw while you're running your lap. And go! Ooh, I have to draw with my left hand. I'm going to finish drawing. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, my eyes are terrible. Oh no! Ah! All right, and stop. Put the pencil down. Catch your breath. We're going to pass the monster over to the next person. Thank goodness I get to go back to my right hand. I'm going to roll the next dice. We're having really good luck so far. 17. 17 is another question mark. So you get to draw whatever you want right now. But guess what? You got to close your eyes while you're drawing. And if you people at your table think you're going to cheat, I want you to look up at the ceiling while you draw. Trust me, it's not easy. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to look up at the ceiling with eyes closed. Just so you know that I'm definitely not cheating. So, 15 seconds on the clock. Close those eyes and get ready to draw. Here we go. Go. I think I'm doing a comb over. I was trying to draw like feathers. Oh gosh, this feels wrong. Oh my goodness. Ah! That's not bad. All right, stop. Put the pencil down and pass the monster to the next person. Here we go. I'm going to roll the dice. Let's see what we get. We got 15. Yo, 15's good. I don't know how I'm going to do this alone. So 15 is you draw whatever you want, but guess what? You're not drawing with your own hand. Whoever has the monster and the pencil right now, you need to grab somebody else's arm at your table and you need to make them hold the pencil and you draw with their arm. I'm excited to see how that one turns out. I'm just going to draw with my left hand, okay? Because I don't have anybody else's arm here to borrow. So we're starting now. Get that person's arm. Okay. I'm trying to fix this. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Well, it kind of looks like a feather. Oh my gosh. Oh no! All right, stop. Put the person's arm and the pencil down and pass the monster over to the next person, which might actually be them. So they're going to draw twice in a row, huh? All right, let me roll the dice. Let's see what we got next. 10. Okay, so 10 is just plain old drawn jewelry. All right, so there's no laps, there's no singing. That's coming up. But this is the first and last time I'm going to roll jewelry. So I'm going to scratch it out when this is done. Here we go. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to draw a big gold chain with fangs on it. Oh no, I didn't have time. Okay, stop. So I did not finish drawing my little gold chain on my monster, so I would have the next person at my table finish that if we roll a question mark. Also, I'm going to put a little dot by 10 because he has now been used, so we're not going to be doing 10 again. Pass the monster over. Get ready for the next person. All right, what do we have? That is 19. 19 is a question mark, but it's also a blue circle. So before you can draw, you have to spin in place 5 times, okay? So I'm going to do that. Probably going to get really dizzy and fall over. Don't laugh at me, or do, because it'll probably be fun. All right, and go! Oh, go! 3, 4, Jesus, 4. Oh my gosh! Oh no, I feel actually dizzy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I didn't get anything done. Stop. Oh, that one was tough. I don't want to roll that one more than once. All right, pass the monster on over to the next person. Hopefully your monster is starting to take shape. Mine, he needs some more hair or a mouth or a nose. He needs a lot of things. All right, we have rolled a 14. 14 is a question mark. You can draw anything you want, but you have to run a lap before you do. I'm going to go run to my back door and back and go. I'm going to draw fangs. Pass the monster. I was trying to color in his mouth, but I didn't get very far. All right, so next. Let's see, we rolled 14 twice. 5 is our next number. 5, you are drawing feathers. No silliness, no tickling, no singing unless you really want to. Okay, go. Oh no, I have to draw this with my left hand. Okay, stop. Pencils down. Pass the monster over to the next person. I'm going to roll in just a second. Ready? 16. 16 is a purple question mark. So, yes, we finally have singing. I'm going to sing as loud as I can while I draw this next one. I want you to be singing so loud that somebody in your house has to watch this yellow circle to be able to know when the alarm goes off. All right? So you get to draw whatever you want, but I want you to sing as loud as you can while you're doing it. And I want everybody at your table to be singing over each other. Who can sing the loudest? And go. I feel good. Da 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 da. I knew that I would. Ba no 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 no. I feel good. I knew that I would. Ba no 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 no. Oh, so good. Oh, woo. I'm good. Oh, stop. Hey, stop singing. Just kidding. There are probably teenagers that are too cool to sing, huh? I wish you guys would sing. You have good voices. I think I have a good voice. All right, we're going to pass the monster over. And I'm going to roll the dice again. Let's see, what do we have? 6. 6 is a question mark. Oh, and it's a tickle monster. So while you can draw anything you want, the people at your table can tickle you. But don't tickle so hard that you're like hurting people, okay? I know that we probably have some like pent up energy from being inside all the time. All right, and go. Tickle. Nobody's tickling me, which means that I should be able to draw well, but I can't because I'm using my left hand on a wall. I'm taking 6 years to draw these eyes. Okay, stop the tickling. I know that poor person is probably dying. So we're going to pass the monster over. See that somebody just joined me. We're halfway through this game. You can jump in anytime you want, okay? We'll pass the monster over. I got a 12. 12. Oh, no way. All right, so guess what? You pass the monster over. The person who just got tickled, guess what? You get to get your revenge. You're going to tickle the next person drawing while they are drawing anything they want. And go. Add to your monster. Tickle them. Keep tickling. Keep doing it. No mercy. No, I'm kidding. Y'all are all on a team. Be nice. And stop. Pencils down past the monster. Here we go. Rolling again. I got a 1. 1, we are drawing eyes. Guess what? I bet you already drew some eyes, but you're going to have to add some more eyes. So, we are going to draw eyes. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm not going to tell you where to draw the eyes. If you want to draw the eyes on the toes, I'm okay with that. He's a crazy monster. And go! Oh no, I'm about to knock my sign down. And I'm drawing with my left hand. I don't like... I'm trying... I want to draw eyebrows. Okay. And pencils down past the monster. Hang on while I adjust my board. Let's roll the next one. 3. Spikes. I like spikes. All right, so we are going to be drawing spikes. Let me mark off eyes so that they can't be used again. And go! I was drawing spikes before. I'm going to draw a tail. I'm going to draw spikes all over that tail. Ah! All right, time is up. Pencils down past the monster. Remember, you're trying to draw a monster that you think people would want to see turned into a storybook character, okay? That's going to be the winning monster. I'm not voting on the monsters because I know all of you. I'm choosing people to vote who do not know Davies students or other people who are out there drawing with me. My next number is 4. So you have 15 seconds to draw spots. And go. Oh gosh. And remember, if you don't finish drawing the spots this round, the next round, somebody can finish them if they get a question mark. Oh gosh. I'm so bad at drawing with my left hand. All right, pass the monster. Next one is 10. Oh no, we can't do 10. I already did 10. And speaking of, we have to cross out 4. So we got 8. 8 is a question mark. Oh no, it's the spinning one. That one made me so dizzy. But we're going to do it again. So you can draw whatever you want, but you have to spin 5 times before you start. And go. Oh gosh, this legitimately makes me super dizzy. This is not good. Oh, I shouldn't do this. It's a bad idea. Okay, and stop. Pass the monster. Pencils down. Okay. Whew. Next person. Let's see, what do we have? We have 12, which means you get to draw whatever you want, but you get tickled while you're doing it. Okay? All right, and go. Oh, I'm not getting tickled. I need to add hair. Drawing with my opposite hand is terrible. And stop. Ah! All right, pass the monster. Let's see what we got. What do we have coming up next? Here we go. We got a 7. Guess what that is? You get to draw whatever you want, but you have to use your toes or your mouth to draw. And I am going to use my mouth. Are you ready? Don't forget to wipe it off afterward. And go! Oh, God. I can't. I don't think I'm drawing anything. I was trying to draw a tail. Pencil down. Wipe it off, please, because it's probably full of your spit or your toe cheese. You're going to pass the monster on. If you have another pencil, everybody wants to use the second one, that's fine. All right, here we go. And we have rolled a 20. So we're going to be drawing fur for 15 seconds. Go! Hope you guys are having fun. I'm having fun and I'm all sweaty and I'm by myself. All right, pass the monster. For the last couple of rounds, we are going to be doing a sudden death. I have narrowed your time from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. All right? And I'm going to be rolling the dice super, super fast. And I'm just going to be shouting answers. So the next person, get ready. We are going to be doing, if I could read, we're going to be drawing whatever we want while you're getting tickled. 10 seconds. Go. Tickle them. Wait, left hand. Wait, no, I like to. Tickle, 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 tickle. And pencil down past the monster. The next person is going to be drawing slime. Go. 10 seconds to draw slime on your monster. He's going to have slimy knees and feet. And pencils down, pass the monster over to the next person. What we're going to do next, we are going to be drawing, oh no, we did that one already. We're going to be drawing whatever we want, but you have to spin 5 times first. I don't like this one. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I bet all you girls who take dance class are probably really good at that one. And pencils down past the monster. We are going to next be doing number 2. You draw whatever you want, but you're doing it with your eyes closed. And go! I want to cheat. Oh no. Oh no. Pencils down past the monster. This is going to be our second to last round. We got, let's see, what do we have? 15, which means you draw whatever you want, but you're using someone else's arm. So hurry up and grab somebody at the table. Use their arm. And you have 10 seconds. Go! And stop. Pass the monster. This is our final round. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I love it. The final round is going to be drawing whatever you want, but it's going to be with your toes or your mouth. Here we go. You got 10 seconds. Go! This is ridiculous. And time is up. Pencils down. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to admire the beautiful, crazy monster that you have created. I'll show you mine a little bit more up close. So, that's my beautiful monster. I don't want you to change your monster at all. I don't want you to try and fix him up or make him look prettier or erase lines or anything, okay? What you're going to do now that you're done with your monster, you are going to take a picture of him. You're going to send that picture to me. One way or another, your parents are going to send that picture to me, either email, Facebook. I believe there's a way to upload it to Clever. And I will start putting a picture together with your monster and like a number on your monster. Okay? I'm going to leave the submissions window open until tomorrow at 5 p.m. So today is April 15th. April 16th at 5 p.m. is when I'm going to stop accepting monsters. And then I will send them out to my people so that they can judge the monsters and pick one, okay? Anybody, any age group can participate. So it doesn't matter if you're one of my Davies students or if you're a previous student, you can participate, okay? If you are 2 grown-ups sitting there right now playing with each other and you thought that it was fun to participate, I want to see the monster, okay? I definitely don't trust that it's going to be like, you know, this impeccable thing because you're a grown-up and you had an advantage. I'm telling you, these things look crazy no matter what the age. And that's what's so fun about them, is that you're drawing and not thinking. And sometimes it's really fun to just kind of let your arms and your body do the work and you don't think so much about it, okay? So I will give you till tomorrow, 5 p.m. Only 1 monster submission per household. So I want you to turn in what you've got. And that's going to be that. Don't keep sending me now. Just want 1 monster, all right? The winning monster, the people who drew it, the household who drew the winning monster, will be getting that monster drawn with a lot of detail on it, all fancy, maybe in Photoshop, maybe just on paper, I don't know. But I'll be drawing a really fancy version of that monster. And those people will also get a $50 gift certificate to Cafe Aquarius, which is a delicious restaurant here in St. Bernard Parish. And that gift certificate was donated by the Voices in the Shine Foundation also started and operating here in St. Bernard Parish. Okay? So I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I'm very out of breath. I am dizzy and I am sweaty. So this art session has definitely left me a little bit tired. I feel like I kind of need a break after drawing that monster. I had a lot of fun. I imagine that there was a lot of giggling in your household. I kind of want to know what all your songs were that you picked. I picked James Brown because, I don't know, that's just a great song. But I had a lot of favorite songs that I could have chosen from. So I'm actually pretty curious to see what songs you have chosen. So send me your monsters. I just want a picture of your pencil drawing. Don't start coloring him in, okay? The winning monster I will start to color in. For now, I just want to see your pencil drawings, all right? I cannot wait to see these crazy things. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to leave this board just like it is because maybe later this year or sometime during the summer we can do a pop-up session. If you would like to do this on your own time, not with me, then you can take a screenshot of this. I might actually make like a printable version of this that you can print out and use at your house at your convenience, okay? All right, so thank you so much for joining me today for Miss Felt online art class. I hope you had fun. I had a ton of fun. Next week is on Wednesday, I believe, is Earth Day, by the way, a note. So we will be doing like an Earth Day centered project. I always talk about Earth Day with my students. Every year we make a big deal out of it because I think it's very important. And this year is not going to be any different. So be on the lookout for the supply list for our Earth Day project for next week. Okay? All right, everybody, go get a glass of water, sit down and relax because that was like an art session and a PE session all in one. I am still out of breath. That is ridiculous. All right, I love you, I'm proud of you, and I miss you. You guys have a great day, okay? Bye.